I must say I had a little bit of difficulties to think about this keynote and think about my contribution to your conference as a keynote, because keynotes sort of suggest that you have the key to something, and I noticed also in my preparations that all the questions which you have raised up in your paper, in your early paper, were really questions in the center of what I'm doing, because I'm a director and a composer, and normally in the center there's the unconscious. So you don't know exactly what you're doing, and that's fine. Sometimes it's fine, or if it's fine, then you should not longer ask. So I had problems also to probably to define exactly this very often unconscious relationship between composing and directing. Normally, I would answer to the question you put in a way that I make advantage of both professions in order to get a distance towards the other, which means when I compose as a director. When I compare my process of composition, I would rather compare it to what I've seen like directors work, of the early days when I worked with Ruth Berghaus or with Matthias Langhoff or other directors. And what does it mean when I compose working like a director? It means that I work with musicians in a very early state, invite them for improvisations, look very carefully what options do they have as musicians, also what special voices. You spoke about my collaboration with the Hilliard Ensemble. What special unique eigene, really unique qualities a musician or an orchestra or an ensemble has, or the individual musicians in the ensemble. And then I rather collect those experiences, those biographies, those characters, and bring them together in a compositional process, which in the end is very precise. My works are never improvised in the end. But as a material and as a research on the material, and on the other side, I would say when I direct, I work as a composer. I work very formally. When I work, and I consider theater as a very musical process. I rather think about the rhythm of scenes. I rather think about the harmony of certain or the contrapunctual relationship of certain levels between visual and acoustic stage.